performed by the one and only LV Creed, and of course, that incentive as well for Yoku Man stage. So here we go, Creed, take it away, man.
All right, everyone. This is Mega Man Unlimited, a fan game made around 2013 by Megafield X and his crew. Probably one of the most well-known fan games, pretty much known in the Mega Man communities. So right now, what I'm about to play is Z Prototype, which is one of the more recent additions around version 1.3.0. I'm playing on 1.3.1, and we're gonna be doing some really crazy movement tech. So hopefully we're gonna do some really good things, good looking things, and hopefully it won't be like 2017 and yeah, let's not talk about 2017. So, yeah. So let's hope we can get ourselves a good little run here. But before we get to the run, let's start off with talk about my commentary crew. Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
I'm Xenobladeedge.
I'm Kuumba, SlurpeeNinja.
Kuumba has a voice. Woo! But yeah, seriously, these guys are going to be doing the main commentary while I'm going to be focusing on the game because this is really, really intense run and I'm going to need a lot of focus. So I'm going to be engrossed in the game, they're going to do the talking, and let's get this sucker going. So we're going to be playing on original mode. And this is how it's gonna be. So I'm about to put my mic up for a little bit. Please keep my mic on because I'm gonna be talking afterwards. And we're gonna get started. Once I get the thumbs up, you guys count me down.
Okay.
So all right, folks, are y'all ready for some Z Proto action?
Woo! Yeah. All right, deep breath. All right, 3, 2, 1, go! All right, so Creed is going to be starting here with Jetman. Jetman, not Comet Woman like the Mega Man run. So, what's to say about the stage? Well, he might even finish the stage before I even get to say much about it. To be honest, you got the guys with their briefcases full of birds, but you don't even see the birds anymore because Z Prototype just goes right through them. And yeah, a lot of short hops and dashing through the stage. You guys got anything to add to that?
So the way that this game works with Z Prototype is we want to do the Robot Masters in an order where we get the best power-ups. Now, Zero in this game does not get power-ups. He gets enhancements, pretty much. So with Jetman, we're going to get Speedster. Then the next stage, we're going to get the Z Saber, and so on and so forth. And another thing that is cool about this game, it has a mechanic where when Zero attacks, he takes 1 damage. But depending on how many times he hits with that set attack, so say you're at half health, you do 1 attack, you do 1, but you hit 6 birds, you gain that 6 health back. So,
yeah, so it's kind of like a balancing act. You can't just go around like spamming your attacks willy-nilly. You gotta really concentrate on hitting things and keeping movement tight. So yeah.
And it does also offer up a lot of opportunities for damage boosts to get through stages quickly because we can just hit something big that takes multiple hits and get the health back.
So Creed has passed the Air Canada baggage claim workers, didn't lose his bags today. And what's neat about this fight is that in the speedrun version, Jetman doesn't have any drag, but when he goes past you in this one, he'll actually pull you with him just a little bit. And I guess he's looking to have patterns where Jetman uses missiles, so not the greatest pattern here, but Creed can work it out, so it's fine.
So what we get for Jetman, like I said with the enhancements, we get the Speedster, which actually increases Zero's movement speed. Which is very helpful. It's going to help him get past some certain things in Yo-Yo Man stage next.
Yeah, you're basically going to see the whole Speedster used mechanic used throughout the whole run.
And you get Jetboard.
And Jetboard is going to be used right off the bat. That's another reason we go to Jetman first, so Yo-Yo Man stage.
So yeah, now that Creed has the Speedster upgrade, he's actually going to be able to outrun these Yo-Yo cutters in Yo-Yo Man stage. Combined with that, he now has to be a lot more careful with his platforming now that he has increased speed. Oh.
Sometimes he goes
Commentator's
too
curse.
fast.
So one thing that's worth noticing about these yo-yo guys, these on the skateboards, is that there's actually a glitch in which they just spawn multiple versions of themselves. Even though hopefully you won't see some of that. And Creed's also trying to make sure that he times these thrusts properly so he doesn't jump into these guys. And also, the speedster upgrade also increases your ladder climbing speed. He just had to stop right there just because of that upgrade. It's worth mentioning. And also, just another thing to note is that this version came out on this mode came out on version 1.3.0.
Yeah.
So there's actually not going to be a wall here, unlike the speedrun version, which is 1.1.
I think the speedrun version
There
is
you go.
0.0 SR, but yeah.
That's a really, really hard trick.
Yeah. You definitely don't want to die on that last screen. So the first move is almost always scripted, and Creed's actually getting some bad luck there. You want Yo-Yo Man to stay on the ground so you could hit him. It's not usually a big deal if you're playing as Mega Man. Yeah, let's clap for that. Because you can actually...
Mega Man has like homing missiles, but we don't get those with the...
Yeah, from Jetman stage.
Yeah, exactly.
But
So
what
now
we
we-
do get here is the Z-Saber.
Yes, so now we have two forms of attack. We have the Z-Knuckle and the Z-Saber. We're mostly going to be seeing the Z-Saber after this stage because we're going to go to Tank Man next. And like I was saying earlier, he gets certain enhancements. So what we're going to go to Tank Man to get an item from X5 and X6 called Attack Extend. And pretty much what that's going to do is that's going to make 2 hit boxes come out of the Saber that deals 5 damage instead of 4. And like I said, they're 2 separate hit boxes. So that's a must need to do Tank Third. You're going to see him bunny hopping. That's also a Mega Man X PlayStation mechanic from X4, 5, and 6 where you could hold dash, or where Creed uses L1 for dash and just bunny hops without having to chain both together or do a jump slide. Or a slide into a jump. There's a lot of spikes in this stage. Another thing is you see like the Sniper Joes here, they actually ride in tanks, which is pretty cool, and you'll see a lot of conveyor belt platforms. But watch how quickly Z-Saber shreds health. And that's it. But yeah, like I said, a lot of conveyor belt platforms here. He wants to try to stay off the reverse ones as much as possible in order to negate the speed down he would get. There's also landmines in this stage. There's a lot of enemies in this stage that Creed has to dodge in order to make it through. But like I said, if he takes any damage, we have that heal attack, or the give health to take health thing. So we can also just hit something big and get our health back. So we're coming up on the Tank Man fight. Pretty standard, just Z-Saber slash. He's gonna start on the right screen and jump to the left after Creed gets a few swipes in on him. So
I think he's gonna roll to the left, but
roll to the left, jump to the left.
it's hard to tell when he's gonna roll because he'll either roll right away or he'll wait a little.
It's like
There's no real
He-Man.
tell.
It's like He-Man with the 30, 60, 90 frames, and that's it. So now we have Attack Extend. And Attack Extend is just going to make this game even.
Do we got time to read a donation real quick? Big John, if you please.
Alrighty, well, we have a $100 $100 donation from Kelvin. Thank you, AGDQ, for hosting another great event. Happy New Year to everybody.
Happy New Year to you as
Happy
well.
New Year to you too, yeah.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Oh, yeah, one more. I have to read it. Nish has $10, says, I can't believe I get to watch the Mega Man block with BigJon hosting. Pinch me, I'm dreaming. If BigJon reads my donation, I will donate over $10. Had to do it.
Yeah.
More money.
Yeah.
He's
You
a little
had
too
to
far
at that
pinch.
point.
Yeah.
All right, so now we got Comment Woman stage.
Oh, yeah. I should talk about the stage. So Common Woman stage, there's ice physics and also space physics, which means that Z Prototype will jump insanely far with his dash jump. Basically, he's already halfway through the stage. That's fast.
And this boss is really where you're going to see attack extend start getting its use. Just jump over the spikes, no big deal.
You don't even need to weave through those. No problem. Zero just goes. This is Z Proto. You can even just jump straight across the floor. No problem.
Yeah, he can even skip doing a really tight jump at the end of the stage that you're going to see after this screen.
Shout outs to Extra Lives.
Just a really smooth stage, really good. Great song. And for the Comet Wind fight, just reading the pattern and slashing away. Really controlled slashes. There we go.
And that's the power of the attack extend.
I think a lot of bosses in this game are weak to Z-Saber attack extends.
Yeah, like we barely use any of the Z Knuckle after this.
The only time we use the Z Knuckle is when we're forced to on the jet board. So now we have an air dash that can actually do damage. You'll see him air dash, and then a red aura type deal will come around Zero when he hits it into things, and you're going to see him use that in movement as well to blow past enemies.
Yeah, that's going to take a big part in this next stage, as well as increasing the difficulty by a lot, as you can see by this air dash.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, that's like a 2-framer.
So that was really tight where he had to use the Z-Saber at a certain time in order to change the prism.
Yeah.
If you change it wrong, then it'll turn towards you and actually shoot you with laser beam that you don't want.
Yeah, and this guy might look a little familiar from Slurpee's run.
Shoutouts to the only devil in the game, and he's gone already with that Z-Saber, man.
Oh,
it's so
that
good.
devil.
Yeah.
Orb.
Orb
Devil.
Yeah.
Yeah, Creed also has to make sure that he doesn't air dash off of some of these ledges that he kind of just wants to do a regular dash off of. Yeah.
So now here we got kind of the quick man section of Rainbow Man stage. Except the lasers take forever to spawn.
Sort of quick.
Yeah, especially considering you're even faster in this mode. So I'm not sure if we mentioned this, but we can actually utilize air dash in certain fights aside from simply mobility. So Creed's gonna do an air slash and then he's gonna follow it with an air dash so he can get that quick kill.
Stacks the damage, for sure.
Yeah, you're gonna see him use that in quite a few boss fights. Do we have some time for a quick donation, BigJon?
I believe we do.
Nice.
Let's see if this one's quick enough. Doric with $100 that says Mega Man is life. Is that too quick? Gotta go fast.
He's right.
Do another one.
Yeah.
Come on.
Alrighty. Anonymous donates $250. Says GDQ is such an amazing event. Super talented people coming together for a great cause. I just love it.
Yeah.
So now we have the Shoryuken from X2. We're going to be using this to do a lot of vertical movement. The Shoryuken vertical movement is very good as well, as it's up there with the wheel cutter in my opinion from Slurpee's run. You're going to see these little platforms that flash when he touches them. By the way, birds are jerks. You're going to see these platforms. Shout outs to 02, by the way. There's a lot going on here. You're going to see these little platforms that he's standing on that just flash like that. They are actually explosive. You stand on them too long, you get blown up. Z-board usage. So here in a few screens, you're going to see the scariest part of this stage. Some of the differences between normal and easy that I wanted to bring up real quick during this stage is you'll see the open pits. In an easy mode, they're kind of filled with blocks. Also, that thread through those two birds was awesome.
Yeah, with Mega Man, that entire area is super treacherous.
It is.
With Z Prototype, kind of treacherous.
So here's that section we talked about. It's just bottomless pits with explosive platforms.
But Creed's got to be very careful with those jumps.
Yeah.
One misstep and it's over. So
if he would have missed a jump input or anything and just slid, it would have been over. So try Nitro Man. We can hit him 3 times in the head.
We can hit him 2 times in the head at first.
Right.
And 3 times for the final hit.
Yeah, you don't want to hit any more than 3, or you go boom as well.
He
Yeah.
goes boom, you go boom, the room goes boom.
Yeah.
It's a double knockout, and you still have to refight him.
And one quick thing worth mentioning is that the little like bluish part at the end of the Z Saber is actually a different hitbox. So if you hit that hitbox and the green hitbox, which does more damage, you can actually get a double sort of hit. And if you hit him only twice, you'll actually immediately explode.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But like
You really
he
have
was-
to be careful with your hits there.
Like Kuumba was saying, that would be 5 damage instead of the normal 4 with the Z-Saber. That attack extended is 1 more damage. And now we're on to Glue Man stage, where we're going to see some really cool tech.
This is where things get a little bit sticky.
Ooh.
Ouch. That hurt me, I'm sorry.
Okay, I enjoyed it. So he doesn't want to get stuck on the glue pads. It's going to freeze his momentum. You're going to see him Shoryuken into an air dash, which is really sick. And so this, let Slurpee explain the mini boss that's going to come up here in just a few screens.
So there's a platypus mini boss right here, and well, Creed could kill him potentially without even him spawning fully. He didn't, but he almost did it.
So there's a zip here, and you can only do the zip with V-Sync off. He's going to position the jet in such a way to get shoved up into the ceiling and just fly across the screen. Ooh, perfect zip.
So one thing worth mentioning is that the speed of that zip depends on your game FPS. So 1 pixel per frame, higher frame rate, faster zip speed.
Which is why it's only possible with V-Sync off. So Glue Man is kind of just mean. He can fire 3 shots anywhere, 1 shot anywhere. We're going to just slash and Shoryuken him, though. Good fight, Creed.
But Creed had to be a little bit careful because if those glue blocks catch you wrong, they could actually zip you out of the stage and into the pit. That is
Because there's
outside of the
nothingness on
walls.
both sides.
Yeah,
And then we learn Kuumba. Shoutouts to Mega Man X4, the best X game in my opinion.
you got.
Don't at me.
Kuumba.
It's Split Mushroom's double jump. I mean, I know Split Mushroom wasn't the greatest boss, but at least we stole his double jump.
Shout out to Split Mushroom.
Yeah, shout out to Split Mushroom.
Now the best stage in the game.
Yeah, this stage is a lot of fun as Zero since most of these pits that you would normally be really intimidated as Mega Man are just a joke now that we have speedster upgrade, dash jump,
So many upgrades.
yeah. As well as we're gonna be using Kuumba a few stages like here. Oh, you can add,
He could have skipped the cycle if he had done that correctly, but it happens.
yeah, it's a really tough cycle to get. So, and you can also do a double jump or Kuumba if you're still like calling it that out of Shoryuken.
Kuumba.
So he's going to be using it a few times in this stage.
And what's cool is you can Kuumba out of a Shoryuken too and gain more. So this is the best mini boss, and we're just gonna let it speak for itself. Shoutouts to Hammerman.
Hammerman, what a champion.
Yeah, so Hammerman was originally supposed to be one of the few bosses in this fan game, but he was replaced by Comet Woman at the last minute, I believe. So lots of spikes in this last few screens.
So what he wants to watch out for is the nails that are shooting out. They have humongous hitboxes that can knock you right out of the air.
Yeah, and these ones on the ceilings and walls are actually spikes. So they instantly kill you.
Yeah, they're not there for aesthetic
Super,
purposes.
super treacherous.
So
Mid ladder jump there.
yeah. So coming up in this fight, we would be using a combination of Z-Saber slashes and air dashes, but Nails Man's gonna spawn his nail shoot, so we're just gonna keep flashing him and then use.
Nailed
So
it.
you saw
That's
him
right.
dash to the left and then Shoryuken. He wanted to do that so he would be closer to the middle of the room.
Yeah, and Zero Blade, what's the name of that downwards
Masenko.
Masenko.
So now
Masenko.
we got the shot deflect, which pretty much,
Automatically deflects their
yeah, he
shots.
just sits there and just swats them off. Like, no, I will not have any of that.
I did not read that.
You did.
Yeah, I did. You got me. And if we could get me with another donation, BigJon, if you please.
Alrighty then. Well, how about this $20 from Rista that says, Mega Man runners of GDQ, never forget what you were fighting for.
Let's get high for the Wily stages.
What am I fighting for?
So Wily 1 is frantic. There's a lot of enemies in the way. He's going to be doing a lot of vertical movement, and he's also going to be, we're going to have a callback to Mega Man 3 Doc Needle, I believe it is. So shout outs to the Mega Man 3 community for this.
And I know he's going really fast, but let's take a moment to admire all the backgrounds layout.
Yeah. So you saw him run across the ground, or bunny hopping across the ground. That's the X4 mechanic. So this is a time where we're forced to use the Z knuckle, sadly, because we're on the Z board. There's a shot deflect. And that Shoryuken into Kuumba combo can make you climb vertically very fast. So here's the Mega Man 3 shout out I was talking about. A long jet board section. So this is the composers of this game did a really, really good job with the soundtrack. It's rocking. So what you saw there is he jumped off the Z-board, grabbed the extra life, shout out to extra lives again, and he is making another vertical climb. He has to be watch out and not cut that jump too close to the spike.
Really easy to fall back into the previous screen on those jumps. So really nice job there.
So in previous versions, Mega Man was able to skip this section, but as Zero, we've got to go all the way up and back around.
Yeah, the speedrun version, this is like a stack of spikes that go up in the sky. You could just jump right over it. Not sure why, but they fixed that for this. So down we go, and then we go back up. But of course, we have that fast climbing from the speed up.
That was tight. That was a tight jump, Creed.
Getting real close to those spikes.
So we have another jetboard section. So John, while we have this jetboard section, can you give me one quick one?
The pressure. Anonymous donates $100.
Ooh, thank you, Anon. That was a quick one. Nice.
Oh! So the Wily, now that it's happened, the Wily checkpoints are brutal. Now he has to do the whole vertical section again. So one or two more?
Okay, well, first of all, let me remind you all that while he's doing this repeat here, we have the Mega Man DOS instead of CGA versus that HD VGA instead of CGA 4200, VGA 1800. So if you want to change our color palette to amazing like 4 colors or something, hey, get them in before this game ends, just a little bit after it ends, all right?
Thank you.
You can give us one or two more, John, if you'd like.
Yeah.
Alrighty, we have a $20 donation from Techa who says, "Hi, Mom."
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Hey.
And we have $25 from Tempest Athena who says, "Love GDQ. Had to donate during one of my favorite game series, Mega Man. Good luck to the runners, and thanks to the staff, volunteers, and much love."
And shout outs to you, too, for your donation.
Yeah, also one thing worth mentioning is that since you're dash jumping off of most of these ledges, you actually don't need as much jetboard as you would as Mega Man. So this thankfully doesn't cost as much time as it would if you were playing as Mega Man.
Ooh,
Wow.
you get me every time you do that, Creed. You make my heart stop. So now we have the crab. Now,
A giant enemy crab.
ball.
Orb. Wait, crab.
Shout out to Mega Man 10.
So now we have the crab. Usually you can skip this in speedrun mode, but we don't have speedrun mode because we're playing on a later version.
So Creed really has to be careful in case the electricity comes onto the ladder he's on, because then it'll easily push him off. But nope, didn't
Good
happen.
job, Creed.
Orb.
So next up is Wily's source system. Lovingly named by SlurpeeNinja earlier in the practice room.
It's his you know, he's
Well, I mean, we've infiltrated Wily's castle every other way. Why not try the underground route?
Yeah. Sometimes you have to go some places you don't want to.
We broke Creed just now, finally.
I'm sorry.
So now what we're going to see here is a lot of movement, a lot of bunny hops, but now we have water physics in our way. This is the first underwater section we have. It's really going to affect our double jumps and our shoryukens. You're going to see him, though, destroying these fish with the Z-Saber to get out of the way, and a lot of air dashes. There are a lot more spikes here than there were in previous levels.
And you really got to be careful with those fish because they're blades, wings,
Fins.
Their fins can actually zip you again into the void. So,
But Creed going right through the fins with the jet stingray.
Also, this is a very scary jump. Oh, he
Yeah.
took it a little safe there.
I don't know if that was safe.
Yeah, so
With Creed, it's never safe. He just
He's
does
going
it.
for it. He's going for it all the way. Let's go.
So back into the water.
he's
And up
gonna,
we go.
yeah. He's also gonna break these walls with Shoryuken and the sea knuckle.
He can break these walls. Yes, he can. Ah.
Now he's gonna swag Masenko down into the boss. And this is the squid. He wants to hit him back and forth and with Masenko's. So let's see how it goes.
Nice.
One. There you go.
Hey.
Get it, Creed.
Masenko out.
Hey, BigJon, do you mind throwing me one quick donation in between stages?
Yeah, we can do that.
Alrighty. We have a $40 donation from Sam Ray. It says, loving the Mega Man block. And of course, just a reminder, there's a Cuphead incident for Thursday. And I know that Mega Man crowd loves a good pellet shooting boss rushing time.
I mean, you're not wrong.
So coming up is Wild Forward. This is probably like the second longest stage in the game, assuming you're playing this kind of casually. This is also a pretty tough speedrun stage-wise, for both Zero and Mega Man. So Creed's gonna do some tight air dashes like you see here.
Nice.
Trust me, there's a lot more coming up. We're not even close to the end.
Yeah, it gets a lot worse from here. That was the easy mode.
And another one.
So like what we were talking about earlier with Nailman's nails that came out of the blocks, the hitboxes on these spikes in this stage, because as we called it, this is Purple Heck version 2.0 for Mega Man 2. Those spikes right there at the top and the next breakable wall, if he's not careful, he can actually fall one pixel short and come up and just, the spikes are there because their hitboxes are so huge.
So yeah, a lot more use of the Shoryuken, trying not to climb any ladders here.
And going top right up here, and we're just gonna jump right over that Howleel.
He's also gonna skip riding these Yoku blocks that you don't even get to see.
Yeah, that room is like a mess of Yoku blocks and spikes that you just don't even want to get into.
Oof. You gotta quit doing that to me, Creed.
You definitely don't want to touch that section. Not a good time.
And that's pretty much the stage. Good stage.
Yeah.
Really good.
So now we got the best boss.
Our Canadian friend Proto Man.
Shout outs to Proto Magical Girl back there. Z-Saber, air dashes. We want to end, instead of ending on the instead of ending on the center, we wanted to end on the left by the door. Creed, you threw me for a loop on that one, buddy.
So in the speedrun version, in the speedrun version, Proto Man says, "I'm sorry."
Oh yeah.
Yeah, shout outs to
But-
Canadians.
Yeah.
Wait.
Canada.
Just me.
No, me too.
And you. Oh yes. Oh really?
Okay, boss
I don't
rush
know.
time.
Sorry.
So this is my
Sorry.
favorite stage in the
Yeah, no
game.
worries.
Hold on one second.
Oh, we got a little bit of a controller issue. Should be okay.
And we're back to it. So this is Kaizo level of scary. So what's cool about this boss rush versus Mega Man 10 is you're actually going to do like little bits of the stages before the boss. So you're going to see this guy's stage later.
I don't know who this guy is.
Who is this guy? Can anybody in the back tell me?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Who's that Pokemon? No, I'm just kidding.
Who's that Robot Master? It's
Yoku Man.
Thank you.
So yeah, many of these teleporters are really scary, as you can see here. Yeah, trust me, you're gonna see more of that later.
Yeah, it's so scary. Like in such a small room, you had 5 or 6 yo-yos chasing.
As well as some pits,
Yeah.
like in Comet Woman's teleporter revisit, I guess.
Yeah. Each of these teleporters have mini stages with them. It's for someone playing this the first time. It's very challenging. And there's no gravity here, so there is gravity here. So Comet Woman moves a lot faster there than she normally would.
Also, now we're gonna do Rainbow Man again, but it's gonna be easier than the first time.
Yeah, so we're gonna also change our little tactic a little bit in this next fight. We're not gonna try and air dash into him that many times because of the health animation that Creed just skipped.
Oh.
Shout outs to Jetman stage again.
Shout outs to Shoryuken.
Okay, so now that we have Shoryuken, I'm gonna let this fight speak for itself because once he goes aerial, well, what Creed meant to do is Shoryuken and then Kuumba and slash him while he was in the air, but still, really good fight.
Once he goes aerial, he never goes back down.
Nailman, same as before.
I mean, what's the name of that downwards ground pound again?
Masenko.
Yeah, just without Mensenko.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Calm down. Platypus again.
Oh, he went for the quick kill. But instead, he Masenko'd right into the middle of the platypus.
So, can you get zipped in this, Slurpee?
Sorry?
You can get zipped in the boss rush part of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can still do that.
Possible, so don't touch that glue block.
There you go.
Nice.
Okay, let's see Techman roll instead of jump this time.
Oh, he almost didn't go anywhere.
And then we're on to our last one, which of course is Try Nitro.
Again, being very careful not to...
And another thing we forgot to mention about Try Nitro is if you listen, you can actually hear like a glass breaking sound effect. That means you can keep track of how many times you've hit him in the head. Now we're done with the boss rush and we're on to the final fights.
Final fight. Yep.
Now I want y'all to pay close attention because didn't we just see this guy last run?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
He's back.
Yeah, we just remembered him beating Wily.
But he's a lot easier this time.
And uh-oh, here comes Dr. Wily's revenge.
And base gets dunked on. Twice. Rip base.
F.
So Shoryuken into Saber, trying to get close to get the 5 damage with the 2 hitboxes. Very good fight.
Very clean.
But it's not over yet.
It's not over yet.
Time will be on the final hit of Wily. Let's everybody rock out to this
Eyebrows,
jam.
yes. All right.
So he's invulnerable when the lid of his capsule is down, so we want to try to do as much damage when it's open as we can.
Yeah, and depending on his movement, depends on how long he's gonna open.
And
That's
time.
it. Time.
Great job, Creed.
Yeah. Interestingly enough, like with Mega Man, there's a stage after the stage.
The
but-
generic Super Metroid escape.
Yeah. You go down
With
on
one arm.
a flight of several doors, and then you go into a secret hangar where you actually find Z Prototype, which kind of goes into the bridge between this game and Mega Man X series and the classic series. But because you're playing as Z Prototype, there's no need for that stage.
Yeah, so I think Creed wants to say a few words here.
Oh, go ahead.
It's not that I just want to say a few words. I just said we're not done yet. I believe we got an incentive that needs to be met.
Oh!
Yeah.
So, of course, thanks to y'all generous donations, we're about to do Yoku Man, which we would normally see in a 100% setting. Of course, in 4 separate stages, you usually get Yoku letters in order to unlock Yoku Man after some given time. But since we don't really do 100% with Z Prototype yet, we really hadn't routed it. And honestly, considering what it might entail, we really don't want to do it, kinda, sorta.
But now we do. Now we want to do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, so far the only person that's routed that is McBobX, I believe.
Yeah, but with the donations you so generously given to us, we're gonna showcase what this stage will look like as Z Prototype. So let's just try to get this cracking right quick.
You guys hype for Yoku Man?
So yeah, I got a preloaded save that has all the Yoku letters, and of course I have all the items and equipment and techniques so we can make this as fast as possible. So we're gonna have ourselves a quick Yoku Man little segment. It should be no more than 6 minutes. Actually, if I do everything correctly, it should be no more than about 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes. But we're just gonna see where this goes, and I'm about to head back out.
All right. So the reason that Z Prototype 100% hasn't been routed yet is because we would have to do so many revisits for this in order to fight Yoku Man.
Yeah, we would have to do at least 2, I believe.
If not more, we would have to figure that out by routing. But Yoku Man stage is so good. The music is so good, and it's just a clean stage. Whereas Mega Man, you would have to do kind of like the Yoku puzzles. No, with Z Prototype, we can just... yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, the background just like disappears.
Yep. Those spinning things change the background. Spinning things. Very treacherous areas here. Creed's doing a great job here.
So now that you all are watching this, Yoku blocks in other Mega Man games ain't that bad, right?
Yeah.
They're still kind of bad.
Kind of.
Yeah, kind of.
So he's doing really well right now. Fake wall.
Real wall.
Yeah, there's a lot of fake walls in this part of the stage. Like this one.
At least we're well ahead.
Oh, and the shadow clones from Yoku Man stage as well. They can chase you around. If you're a casual player, it's kind of rough, but as Creed runs this game, he can just get by him real quickly.
And he has to take the long way around here because he can't just slip through a wall.
Yeah.
So coming up, we have the Yoku Man Click Hill. We're gonna be trying to utilize the whole.
Great stage.
We're gonna be trying to utilize the whole Z Saber Slash into the air dash so we can cut through his iframes.
Yeah.
And that's
And that's
Yoku Man.
it.
One cycle, easy.
So without the one cycle, he would actually do a fake death, and you'd be like, oh, he's dead. No, he would just reappear. And that's Yoku Man.
That happened.
And we get the soul body. Shout out to X4 again.
Yeah, basically the soul body, it kind of works a little differently than what you expect from X4. Actually, it already says the effect is a shadow clone that chases down enemies and items. It's not really that useful.
Which is why 100% isn't a thing, because it wouldn't really help us at all in the route.
Yeah, and it actually travels slower than Z prototype, so like you would be outrunning it most of the time.
Yeah, I'll show you what it really does. So of course you just dash and a soul clone just comes out, but
Yeah,
It doesn't do much.
It doesn't do anything. But that was the prototype.
Yeah.
Everybody, I hope you all enjoyed it.
Thank you guys.
yeah, thank y'all for enjoying the run. I hope the run was a little cleaner, but a 33 is really good. I'm glad I got this done. I had so much fun doing this. I hope to do something like this again some other time. And of course, I'm gonna see all y'all later. Of course, we're gonna move it back over. We got one more special Mega Man game we're gonna be playing. So for those, have a good morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you may be in this world. And all that you do, always keep grinding. And as usual, LV Creed signing out.
Thank you so much again, Creed, for that fantastic run of Mega Man Unlimited and that Goku stage that we all spent like 12 hours trying to get past. So that means coming up next, we have kind of two things happening. We've got the end of the Mega Man block, but yet the beginning of the Alpha Games Done block with the... Don't get happy yet until you see this game, I tell you that. Just a few moments left now to get in for that that Mega Man DOS incentive. CGA versus VGA, $2,500 lead right now with CGA at $4,300, all right? So get ready for that, but I'm going to bid you all adieu for this fine day, morning time, whatever time it is for you. We're going to turn it over to another person, and make sure you all stick around for the best part of the event, probably, the Alpha Games block. Starting off with the beautifully crafted Mega Man DOS. All right, you all have a great day, great week, and I will see you all next time.
Well, those have been some lovely, great, wonderful, well-made video games that control very well, and that, you know, they just have a great soundtrack, you know, just great level design, all that stuff. That's really nice. That's really You know what? I hate it. Let's stop that. Let's stop that bullcorn right now. We're gonna get into some awful games, terrible, terrible video games, garbage, horrible garbage. Garbage vomit on fire. I hate it. It's terrible. Come on. Stand up for the garbage. Stand up for the bad garbage games. These games should not exist. No, they're abominations unto nature. You people are really hyped for garbage, and I love it. We have a $10 donation from Iggy Zig. They say, hey, AGDQ, I just had to donate during a run of my favorite game. Oh, it's the DOS version? Oh no. Oh no, it's Awful Block, isn't it? Oh no. Oh no! We have a $500 donation from the Beck War. Say GDQ needs more motion sickness, and PJ is the only one who can deliver. Who are we to stop him? You know what? I think we need an Awful Block chant going. Don't you think? I think we do. Come on. Awful Block! Awful Block! Awful Block!